Good morning, everyone. How are you doing today? Michael Zuber, author of One Rental at a Time. And this is your daily financial news. This is a show that you could count on 7 days a week. Yes, that means Saturday and Sunday also. We do it 6 days a week at 7:30. And then today, Thursday, it's actually Thursday, April 29th. We do it at 7 a.m. because my multi-millionaire expert series runs Monday through Friday. And on Thursdays, we actually need to have a call at 7:30. So I bring you this news at 7 a.m. Lots of stuff going on in the markets, but before we jump into it, two quick announcements. First, 100 people, actually 101 folks, have joined How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. This is a course I have created that shows you how to learn your market. It shows you how to understand what average is. And once you understand average, whether it takes 45, 60, 75 days, whatever it takes for you and your market, you can start writing good and great offers. This is what I use to calculate my impact scores on Sunday that I share with you. And it is a wonderful feeling to realize that 100 people in the month of April have decided to do the work, right? There's nothing, I don't got any magic pills or easy buttons. I just outline how do you learn your market, how do you focus, and what do I expect for your daily commitments. If you're following One Rental at a Time, I want you to understand that I do the daily financial news every day because I'm just trying to highlight what daily disciplines do. So if you are looking to understand your market, you're looking to get ready for this inventory that is already coming, I suggest you buy the course, join the group, and of course, if you have Facebook, make sure you join the private Facebook group. Of the 100 people that joined this month, only about 33 of you, I think, maybe 34, have joined the private Facebook group. So the private Facebook group is called One Rental at a Time Works. All you have to do is ask to join. I validate that you bought the course and you are in. You got to join the group. Lots of great people. Introduce yourself, talk about deals. Let us help celebrate, answer questions. It's so much fun. And then second, one of the most important videos I put out yesterday, what came out at 6 o'clock, it was a discussion with Anna Kelly. And it really starts with her experience having just talked to high school seniors. And it really gets into the fact why and how we all get stuck in the rat race. I didn't appreciate the rat race. It was frankly introduced to me probably like a lot of you with Rich Dad Poor Dad. But yeah, it's a problem. But we individually make the choices, but also we're not really helping the next generation. And that conversation about those 17 and 18-year-olds were frightening. So do me a favor, take a look at that video. It came out yesterday at 6. I think it's called Being Trapped in the Rat Race. I think we need to try to have conversations about money with the next generation. So moving forward, what we're talking about today on Thursday, April 29th, I'm going to start with unemployment claims. They are again at a record low for this period. They're at 553,000. Not quite as low as expectations. We were hoping for 528. But we are definitely trending lower. It took us forever to break below 700, and now I think this is the fourth week. I think 4 out of 5 weeks we've been under that number. So again, feeling good about that. And folks, like I've said, I think it was 10 days ago I broke this. We are standing clearly in the sun, right? We were in the tunnel. The light got closer. We were 1 foot out. We are definitely out now. And what does that mean? That means claims keep going lower, in my opinion. When we look back, we got our first read on Q1 2021. Can you believe we're already almost 5, 4 months into this? Man, this year's going by fast. But Q1 GDP came in at 6.4%, slightly lower than expectations. Expectations were 6.5, 6.6, depending on who you talk to, but still 6.4, highest on record, excluding Q3 of last year, which is the one-off anomaly, since Q3 of 2003, which was a 7% read. So again, good quarter. Wait for Q2. The quarter we're in now, we're about a month in. I think this might be double digits. This one's going to be 9.5, 10. And I know I'm above a lot of the analysts, but I have been following the consumer for 30 years. And a couple of facts I got. First, the consumer makes up about 68.2% of our economy, right? Plus or minus quarters, but that's the long run average. Do you know what the consumers did in Q1? Right, I just talked about a 6.4. Spending was up 10.7%. But here's the deal. A lot of that spend was on goods, durable goods. Think appliances and TVs and things like that. Experiences, what you and I would call services, it's like memory's like 3% or 3.5%, very low, frankly. But again, remember, Q1, we were still in the tunnel, right? It was still dark. We may have been standing at the edge, but we had yet to take that first stride. We took that first stride in April, early April. We took the second step, got into the sun late April. Services, experiences, oh, that's going to be a good number in Q2. So again, and why is that important? Because that is the lane of our economy that has been shut down, road closures, bumpy. And by having services ramp up, it brings more and more people off the sideline, and we get back to working. It's a feedback loop that once started will absolutely feed on itself, and I am so excited to see that. It is true that we are still technically in a recession. Even after a strong Q1, we have yet to cross the peak of the last peak in 2019. That is expected to end in Q2. It's supposed to be the end of the recession, which will be interesting. Obviously, the Fed spoke yesterday, Mr. Jerome Powell, and he said what he said, which is what we expected. We're not thinking about it. He has to tell the market that. I don't believe him for a second. I believe they're raising rates by the summer of 2022. I'm talking about the Fed funds rate. He's talking about 2024. In reality, he's late, and I know I'm probably early, but so the answer probably in between us, but there's no chance this goes to 2024. There's just no chance. Another good news, again, just more sign that we are in the light. I don't know if I talked about it a couple weeks ago, but California is opening on the 15th of June. Now we got New York. They are fully opening July 1st. Arenas, full capacity. Theaters, full capacity. Restaurants, full capacity. No constraints, fully open July 1st. Do you want to know where the biggest July 4th party is going to be this year? Do you want to see a big fireworks display? Go to New York. They are going to party. Oh, it's going to be loud. It's going to be big. It's going to be big. I might actually show up. That's going to be fun. Then we got to get to the earnings. Remember, on Saturday and Sunday, we talked about 30% of the S&P reporting. I'm going to go through, a dozen or so earnings. Remember, it's not about the past quarter. It's what they tell us about the future. And also, we are looking for signs of inflation. Just running down the list, Apple blew it out. We told you they would. They beat top and bottom. They do seem to be in the sweet spot of their super cycle of upgrades, phones, Macs, things of that nature. They've also are now executing a $90 billion share buyback. They got to use that cash somewhere, so they are buying back shares. They did highlight that the chip shortage that we have been hearing about started in cars now is actually impacting Apple, at least at some level. So they did warn that that could be a disruptor in the upcoming quarter. Facebook beat top and bottom. Again, we told you this was coming, kind of blowout numbers. They did talk about, they're a little concerned about some release in Apple's software that makes it harder to target ads. So they are working through that. So we shall see. Comcast beat top and bottom a lot because of their broadband and internet access and things of that nature. There's a company called Generic. I had to look it up. I didn't know what they did, but apparently they make generators. They beat top and bottom. I brought them up because they raised guidance going forward. They were talking about people coming in, going camping and things of that nature, and they're buying their generators. So again, beat top and bottom and raised, which we were looking for. eBay. What does eBay tell us? They beat top and bottom again, look back, but They gave disappointing guidance. What does that mean? What's going on with eBay? Is it site specific? Is it business model specific? What is going on? eBay actually gave weak guidance. That surprised me. Caterpillar, this is one I was looking forward to. Beat top and bottom and raised. Yes. Looks like the expectation going forward is for infrastructure and construction and all of that stuff. Again, helping employment. But yes, demand has been spurred for big equipment, and Caterpillar is big equipment. McDonald's, another one I was looking forward to, beat top and bottom and said same-store sales are up 13.6%. They're just humming. Chicken sandwiches were highlighted on their call, helping with that. Merck missed top and bottom. Merck missed top and bottom. Why? Because you and I are not going to the doctors. And if you don't go to the doctors, you don't take prescription medicine. Yeah, one of the outcomes of this is we are going to the doctors and the dentists a lot less often. And that will obviously have some implications going forward. But yeah, Merck lowered, Merck missed because we're not going to the doctors. Royal Caribbean and the entire cruise industry has had enough. We got the state of Florida and the state of Alaska suing the CDC. Yay! Somebody has balls to sue the CDC who exercise power that they don't have, in my opinion. But it looks like the CDC is relenting and saying, you know what? Okay, guys, midsummer, you can cruise. That's essentially what they're saying. But damn it, where are all these people? Just annoys me that we're not going after an organization that exercised power that they were never given. But anyways, so it looks like if you are a cruiser, you're going to get the opportunity to cruise by midsummer. I don't know that I would get on one of those ships first couple of cruises. They've been sitting a long time in water. Water's not good for stuff, so that'd be interesting. Ford beat top and bottom, but again, talked about Q2. They talked about Q2 possibly impacted 50% of their production because of chip shortages. Yeah, that's a problem. And then the final one I got is the Cheesecake Factory. Restaurants have been hit hard. Again, one of those things that will be opening up, and they beat top and bottom and really talked about the future being bright. They did highlight, however, it's harder than it should be to hire people. Again, we've talked about this a couple of times. I believe my example was Rhode Island, where people are getting unemployment of, call it 520. The average worker makes 536 at a restaurant. It's like, why bother? So yes, it is true that these goosed up unemployments are reducing motivation to work, at least in some states. So that's what I got for you today. Daily financial news, 7 days a week. Yes, Saturday and Sunday. Also, remember Saturdays. I always forget to do this. Saturdays, we do a live Q&A at 8 a.m. just for you. Answer any and all questions. That is a great time, so you can set your watch to that 8 a.m. on Saturday. Have a wonderful day. Remember, today's a great day to make some money. Let's be better than yesterday. Bye-bye.